All right, guys, so we back with another one. Now, I told you guys on the unboxing of the Canon 90D, which is what we're shooting on right now, that I was having some issues with my Sony ZV-1. Well, two issues with my Sony ZV-1, all right? Number one, it still works. Let's just get that out the way. It still works. Screen still works. Everything is totally fine. As you can see, it still works. Nothing out of the ordinary, all right? But here's the two issues that I'm having. Let me show you. So issue number one, let me grab a card real quick. And if you guys are experiencing this, you know, let me know if you fixed it. But I'm going to tell you what I have to do to fix this, unless you guys got some other suggestions, all right? So here we go. So anytime I put a card in here, and keep in mind, if you was following me on Twitter, you'll know that I just recently bought new cards that I'm now using for the 90D, because here's the issue. So first issue, anytime I put a card in, right here, as you can see, it doesn't stay in. So no matter what card I put, this is like an adapter. No matter which card I put, it does not stay in, as you can see right here. Now, what happens is if I keep pushing it down and pushing it down and pushing it down, eventually it'll click and it'll stay in place, all right? But even when it stays in place, I'm gonna show you something else. That's issue one. So let's just say it stays in place, right? Here's the other issue right here. So now the card is in, it's really not in place though, but even when it does sit in place, this is what it says. Let me see if I can get this there we go. It says unable to read memory card, reinsert memory card. Okay, so that's the second issue that I'm having. So no matter what card I put in my Sony ZV-1, it says unable to read card, new cards and all. And on top of that, I got new cards coming again, because I just bought two new cards. If you guys was following me on Twitter, you saw that I broke the last card I had in the ZV-1. I bought two new cards. Those cards didn't work in here, and now I got another card that's coming on the way, and I'm still pretty sure it's not going to work. Now, the issue, in order to fix the issue, I got on the phone with Sony. They gave me the number to Precision Camera, which is their rep, which is on our side of town. I think it's, I didn't write it down, but I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they said it was Ohio, or I can't remember off the top of my head. I probably should have had it wrote down somewhere, but I called Precision Camera, and they told me in order to fix the Sony ZV-1, it's a $350 fee. Well, it's $350 to fix the Sony ZV-1. Now, they said that you can send it in and you can pay for, you know, shipping and a $35, you know, inspection fee. And that's $350 before they find out what is wrong with the Sony ZV-1. So basically, you pay $350, they'll go ahead and diagnose it and all of that stuff. And then once they fix it, if the parts and anything extra that they have to use or, you know, have to do will be tacked on to that $350. Now, they said you can send it in, $35 fee, they can go ahead and assess it and so forth and so on. Then they can tell you exactly what's wrong with it and tell you what that out the door price would be. So I'm kind of stuck in a dilemma of just paying the money straight up front, but I also kind of feel like I want to know what's wrong with it first. Because like I said, it turns on, everything works perfectly fine except for that card slot. Something's wrong with the card slot. The memory card won't seat properly, and when it does seat properly, it doesn't read any card. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna end up doing here in the next week or so, or next couple of weeks, is I'm just gonna go ahead and send it in and see what they say is wrong with it and how much it's gonna cost total, and then I'll make a choice from there. So for right now, I got lucky because I ended up getting the Canon 90D, and literally it seems like as soon as I got the Canon 90D, this thing literally stopped working. Because I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but like 1 or 2 videos ago, we were still using the ZV-1, but I was having that issue with the card seating. But it would seat, and then I would be able to record a video, but then when I would take the card out, it wouldn't seat again, and then it would finally reseat, and I have to leave it in there, record whatever videos I'm gonna record, and then take the card out, hoping that it would kind of reseat. So after the card stopped reseating, and then, you know, kind of started messing up a little bit more, it got to the point where it just wouldn't read a card. So not only is it not reseating the cards and having the cards stay in, it's not reading any data on any card, brand new, reformatted, whatever the case. It's not doing any of the above. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead, send it in, see what they say, see how much it's gonna cost. But I do know off the rip, it's gonna be at least $350 or more. So I almost had that mindset to, maybe I just should get a, you know, maybe I should just get a whole new ZV-1 for $350 or try to find one used for $350. But then I said, no, this camera was bought for me by my wife, so I have to get this thing fixed. So I'll keep you guys updated on the status of the Sony ZV-1, but at least for right now, we'll still be able to use the Canon 90D. So it kind of came in handy, man. The ZV-1 went down for a little bit, but the Canon 90D and the Sigma 18-35 came in to save the day for the Sony ZV-1. So I'll come back and give you guys another video and kind of tell you guys like the plans with the Canon 90D, because you guys know that I like to maximize my gear. So you guys already know that I'm going to try to maximize all the capabilities of this Canon 90D. So we'll talk about that in another video, man. But right now, Sony ZV-1, man, I'm sad. It's not working currently right now. Card is not staying in. And when cards do stay in, it doesn't read any card. So with that, guys, hopefully this video has been helpful to you in some way. If you're having this issue with your Sony ZV-1, please let me know. Let me know what you did to fix it. Even though I think I've tried a lot of things that I saw online, but buying new cards and replacing them and so forth, none of that stuff was working. So, you know, with that, we'll see what happens on the back end. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.